All right, another yawn, another late night. I'm at it. All right, guys. So something else I want to talk to you guys about is your brokerage account. Now, most of you guys might be familiar with Robinhood or TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade is probably one of the most popular ones amongst the older generation of people. Robinhood, definitely for my millennials out there. You know, I started with Robinhood. Definitely one of the most user-friendly interface there is. There's a lot more out there for Robinhood. There's a lot more potential for Robinhood. The thing is, though, is that you can't see the whole picture with Robinhood. With Robinhood, there's a lot of data that, that's missing out. So, for example, I still trade with Robinhood. First of all, I want to mention that yes, I still trade with Robinhood. I have a significant amount of my capital in Robinhood. Um, but I also trade a lot with Webull. And I say that because I use both. I use both. But in my opinion, Webull just has a lot more to offer. And you get a lot more on the chart side. You get a lot more on the desktop setting. Webull's definitely, in my opinion, one of the better brokerage accounts for trading. If you're going to day trade, you're going to do it with Webull. Now, if you're just going to hold stocks and leave it in a Roth IRA or 401k kind of style things, maybe Robinhood's going to be your friendly. If you want to invest on the side, you really don't, you're just doing it for the shits and giggles, right? Robinhood's definitely your friend. It's very user friendly. Let's say you're like, oh, well, I really like Disney, so I'm going to buy Disney stock. And it just happens to go up. That's kind of how Robinhood is. It's more for the casual trading. It's not really for heavy duty trading. However, Robinhood is very easy to use. So I always recommend people to use Robinhood, even though they'll probably burn money. I always recommend them to use it because it gets them exposed to losses. It gets them exposed to wins. It gets them exposed to all of that. And it's very easy. The Robinhood interface is very easy. The only thing I really, really hate about it is their charts. There's a lot of missing data in those charts. You can't do levels. You can't do lines. You can't do resistance. You don't see VWAP. You don't see any of that. You can do candles, but it doesn't even show you what the most recent candle is doing. It shows you the past 5-minute candle. So I don't like Robinhood charts. Now what I do is I go on Webull. I use my Webull charts. I do my levels. I act like I'm trading on Webull, and I have it all set up. You guys probably already seen my setup. You've seen my charts videos, and I'll get my Webull set up. And what I'm doing is on my phone, I'm on Robinhood, and if I see my SPY, jumping up, I go on my phone. I go to SPY, and I buy options on SPY on my Robinhood on my phone. It's that easy. And then I'm not saying you should walk away from your computer while trading. That's a big disclaimer. That's going to be one of the most have to avoids. But let's say I have to take a bathroom break and I walk away. I can still see, my positions on my phone extremely easily and extremely friendly on Robinhood. I can see my overall wins and losses on Robinhood really well. I can see it's just so friendly. It makes it almost like a game. And I feel like people have mentioned that too and mentioned it negatively, but I think it's fun. I think it's great. Um, if you don't know how to use Robinhood, let's say you have Robinhood, but you really don't know how to trade options on it, you don't know how to use it, there's plenty of videos out there. And it's so easy to learn. So Robinhood definitely has to be one of my favorites. I love it. It looks so good. It's clean. It's like the Apple of investing. You go to Webull, now you're ready to get into some serious trading shit, right? You get real charts, you get real data, you get to trade computer style, desktop style. This is what you see on the fucking Twitter and Wall Street bets kind of shit, right? If you're a big Reddit guy, you know what I'm talking about. Webull is kind of like the adult version of Robinhood. Webull is what Robinhood aspires to be in a sense. Webull is for those of you out there who want to day trade and want to be professional about it. So I use Webull for a lot of things. Once again, I mentioned I used it for my charts. I still trade on Webull. Webull offers a lot more contract options. So I know Robinhood, though their option contracts will go all the way from like 2 days out, like 2 days till expiration, a data expiration, and it gives you like only specific options to trade, right? You don't have access to, morning options, night options, intraday options. You get more of a variety of options with Webull. You get options that go all the way up to like 229 days until expiration. Robinhood, you really don't get that many contracts. Webull, you do. But Webull's very overwhelming. I never recommend Webull as a first thing people should use. It's more of something that people should use after they got familiar with trading. They know how to trade with Robinhood. They kind of know what they're gonna do with the market. That's Webull trading. That's when I recommend Webull. Now, obviously, if you're starting on this course, you should get Webull. I will admit, it's kind of hard to learn. It took me a while to get used to it. But there's plenty of YouTube videos out there. Just look up how to trade on Webull, how to trade Webull desktop, how to trade Webull on my phone. Webull has an app. TD Ameritrade, man, I don't even fuck with that. All right, like I have it, it's there. I'll admit it, but god damn, it's so annoying to use. Webull's kind of like Android, right? If Robinhood's Apple, Webull's Android and Samsung, TD Ameritrade is just some fucking Google Pixel shit on crack, methamphetamine. That is your creepy uncle that just shows up to the family reunions. It's weird. Like that man's obviously on meth, right? I don't know what kind of family reunions you guys got, but mine's always pretty lit. Anyways, back on topic. TD Ameritrade, fucking wild, man. You can do things like scripts. Scripts are really fun. I've messed with it one time. I lost a crap ton of money on that. I've never touched it again. Not trying to discourage TD Ameritrade here, but it's pretty fucking insane, TD Ameritrade. And I really haven't messed with it enough to know it's good, but Robinhood and Webull for me, they work pretty well. TD Ameritrade, you get to do a thing called a cash account, and you also get to do that on Webull. I forgot to mention that, but I'll circle back to this. So TD Ameritrade, you get to do these things called scripts. You get a lot more access to a lot more stocks. The TD Ameritrade is kind of like the Wall Street's broker kind of shit. It's what a lot of the big boys play with. Now, scripts are kind of like for scalping. If a stock moves up 5%, I can set a script on TD Ameritrade that said, okay, if Netflix moves up 5%, buy Netflix. If Netflix moves down 3%, short Netflix. If Netflix moves up 5% and I buy Netflix, if it moves up an additional 3%, sell it. If it moves, after I sell it, if it moves down 2%, buy more. You can do shit like that with TD Ameritrade. And it's kind of like bot trading, and you can set up a bot trader. I'm doing air quotes, you guys can't see it. But in my opinion, it's a lot of horse crap. It's a very good way to lose money, especially if you're not watching it, because the market can switch on you guys. And if it's not there for you, you know what I mean? Like, your bot can just, lose all a crap ton of money. But obviously, scripts are there so you can, do both sides of the spectrum. If it goes down, you're going to buy it. If it goes up, you're going to buy it, I hate scripts. It's always confused me, and I'm always going to hate things I don't understand. Maybe one of you guys understands it better than I will, but yeah. TD Ameritrade, I give it 1 thumbs down. I would give it 2, but there's it's just because I don't understand it enough, and I'm not afraid to admit when I don't know something well. But yeah, but what I'm going to circle back to is day trading. Now, I assume not everyone here has $25,000 they can just dump into their day trading account, to a brokerage account. There's a thing called a PDT rule. If you do not have $25,000 in your investment account, you cannot buy and sell anything, stocks or options. You cannot buy and sell it within the same day. You can only do it 3 times per 5 days, right? You could either use all three in one day and then have to wait 5 days, or you can use one day, another the other day, and another day. And then every 5 days, you know, you get 1 day trade per 5 days. I guess that's how to make it better. So if you use 3 in 5 days, all three in one day, you gotta wait 5 trading days, a whole week, until you get those back. It's very annoying if you don't have 25K. How do you day trade without $25,000 though? Well, that's where Webull and TD Ameritrade come in. There's things called cash accounts. Now, the difference between a cash account and a margin account like Robinhood is that technically when you sell a contract or you sell a stock, that money hasn't settled. The market hasn't closed, so the market's not going to pay you anything, right? That's called unsettled funds or unrealized gains. So technically you don't own that money yet until tomorrow, until the market closes out, the dust settles, and everything's tallied up, right? So what Robinhood does in order to prevent that from happening, and that unsettled funds thing, they just go ahead and give you your money, right? So if you buy and sell a contract within the same day, Robinhood's like, okay, I see that you bought and sold this contract and you made $3 on it, right? Well, I'm going to go ahead and do you a favor. I'm going to go ahead and just forward you the money, right? And so that's margin. You play on margin with that, technically, quotation marks, because you're going to get the money back. It's just you might not have access to that money within the same day. So let's say I have $100 in my investment account, I buy a contract that's worth $50 and I make $70. So now I have $120, right? Well, technically I can only invest with $50 still for that same day because I have to wait till tomorrow for my $50 I've invested to come back to me plus the $20 that I made in profit, right? Because all that has to come in once. The contracts, you bought it and it has to sell and settle. Now margin, it just automatically gives it to you, gives you that access to your money when you sell a contract straight away, instantly, like that. So you cannot day trade on margin with less than $25,000. It just cannot, not a margin account, you can't do it. Now if you have a cash account, you can day trade as many times as you want. But you just have to wait for your funds to settle. So if you buy a contract, if you have $100 in your account, you spend $50 of it, you gotta wait till tomorrow to get that $50 back, plus your wins, right? If you did win. If you lost, then you still gotta wait till tomorrow for your money to come back. That's what a cash account is. And cash accounts are really great for day trading, don't get me wrong. I started out with a cash account because I didn't have 25K, obviously. And I started out with the cash account, and I definitely got a lot more day trades out of it, but I was very more cautious with how much I invested because I wanted to make more trades than I could. So I would invest $30 at a time, $20 at a time, and I'd spend $1,000 in a day, but I'd scalp like $500 over that course of time, that period of time. So yeah. Day trading, I'd day trade on Webull, I'd swing trade on Robinhood. That was kind of my tactic. Now, I did do a period where I opened my Robinhood, my Webull, my TD Ameritrade, all on margin, by the way, not cash accounts. So I had to have $25,000 in order to day trade. But the thing is, you get 3 day trades per brokerage. So I'd use 3 day trades on Robinhood, I'd use 3 day trades on Webull, and I'd use 3 day trades on TD Ameritrade, and I'd cycle through it, right? So I do 2 day trades on Robinhood one day, and then I do a day trade and a day trade on Webull in one day. So that's Tuesday. Wednesday I do another 2 on Webull. Yeah, Wednesday I do another 2 on Webull. That was weird. That's a weird sentence. And then Thursday, I do another 2 on TD Ameritrade. And then Friday, I'd get 1 trade. And I'd do my final day trade on TD Ameritrade. Now, I had a lot of day trades technically, but if I really wanted to, I could totally use all of them in one day, just scalping. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it goes really fast. You can definitely use up a lot of day trades like that. So I transferred them to a cash account for my Webull. You know, I kind of wish I didn't do that. It made me a lot slower. It made me a lot more cautious on how I traded because I knew that I couldn't just pull out my money and get it back and, you know, try to recover my day. No, like, it was either I had a good trade or I didn't. And I just have to wait till tomorrow to, like, you know, I had to wait till tomorrow to try again. So I hated the cash account in that sense. It was very capital intensive. I had to have a lot of money into it in order to day trade, which was kind of the point of having a cash account, was to not need a lot of money. It sucked. That's all I'm saying. It sucked. You couldn't leverage on Webull. That also kind of sucked because it was scary and I never really wanted to lose a lot of money. You can leverage on Robinhood. I don't know about TD Ameritrade, never looked into it, but Robinhood always charged interest on leveraging. You needed $3,000 to leverage on Robinhood. At the time, I didn't have that. So, but yeah, you know, that's kind of me ranting about brokerages. Obviously, I recommend everyone should open up their Robinhood. Everyone should open up the Webull, preferably using my leak so I get free stocks. You know, if I'm already costing you an arm and a leg for this course, might as well just hand over your left arm, your other arm and other leg so I can get my free stocks. So I'm going to end the video here. That was kind of me ranting about it. I recommend you guys do your own research on these brokerages account. Once you download the app, like, don't trade on it just yet. Play with it. Kind of see all the different features and the functions you can do with it. It's very nice. It's very fun. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. Webull and TD Ameritrade have this thing called paper trading. And I did a live video. Not a live video. I did a video of me trading on that paper account so you guys can see how easy it is to make money trading options. So Webull has their own paper trade account, and you guys get to follow along with that, right? So let's say you're in this course and you're trying to make money and you're like, the next day comes up and you're ready to make money on the stock market. Well, instead of risking your own money on this learning curve, how about you do the paper trading? You know, yeah, you're gonna fuck up on paper trading, but it's paper. It's like, it's fake money. It doesn't really matter. Now, it's really sad when you make a lot of money and you're like, damn, imagine if I played that in real life. But we can play the what if card, whatever. The paper trading account is definitely a huge advantage. You guys should definitely look into it. It's available on desktop. Robinhood doesn't give you anything like that. Webull and TD Ameritrade does, but Webull's the best one to use, my opinion. Don't overwhelm yourself with TD Ameritrade, guys. I know I'm telling you to stray away from it, but if you want to open it, go ahead and open it. I mean, that's all on you. But my opinion, Webull and Robinhood, stick with those two. At least for right now. Open up those two. Once you get a little bit more experience in trading, open up your TD Ameritrade, and if you're ready to burn some money, go ahead and do that. So, yeah. I'm going to leave it off here. Thank you guys so much for listening to me rant. You know, if you're watching this video, you guys are on your way. I always say that. I try to leave out every video like that. Let me know what you guys think. And good luck to you guys, you know. Choose whatever makes you feel comfortable. Do your own research on this. But in my opinion, Robinhood and Webull, that's what's going to set you up for success. Alright, I'm going to end the video here. Have a good one.